If you run a plumbing business in Australia, insurance is not optional. One job gone wrong, one apprentice injured on site, one customer claiming water damage from a burst fitting without the right cover in place, any of those scenarios can cost you more than your business is worth. The problem is most plumbers either underinsure, overpay, or both. Here is what cover you actually need, what it costs, and how to find the right policy without wasting hours on the phone. Public liability insurance is the non-negotiable starting point for any plumbing business. It covers you if a third party, a homeowner, a tenant, a bystander suffers property damage or personal injury as a result of your work. Most builders and commercial clients will not let you on site without a current public liability certificate. For plumbers, a $10 million public liability policy is the standard expectation on most commercial and construction sites. Premiums for sole trader plumbers typically start around $500 to $900 annually, depending on your turnover and the type of work you do. Professional indemnity insurance covers claims arising from your advice or professional services rather than physical damage. If you specify the wrong system, size a hot water unit incorrectly, or provide guidance that leads to a costly outcome, professional indemnity responds where public liability does not. It is increasingly expected on commercial and government contracts. Tools and equipment insurance protects your van stock, hand tools, power tools, and specialist equipment against theft, loss, and damage. Plumbers carry significant value in their vehicles. A van break-in can wipe out thousands of dollars in tools overnight. This cover is relatively inexpensive relative to the exposure and well worth including in your policy. If you employ staff, workers' compensation insurance is a legal requirement in every Australian state and territory. The premium is calculated based on your wages and your industry risk classification. As a plumber, your industry is classified as moderate to high risk, which means premiums are higher than office-based businesses. The cost is unavoidable. Operating without it exposes you to unlimited liability for workplace injuries. Business interruption insurance covers your income if you cannot trade due to an insured event. For a sole trader plumber, an injury or a serious equipment loss can shut down your revenue entirely. This cover replaces lost income during the recovery period, keeping your business alive while you get back on your feet. What does it cost in total? A sole trader plumber with modest turnover can expect to pay somewhere between $1,500 and $3,000 annually for a combined public liability and tools package. Add workers' compensation on top if you have employees. The more complex your work, the higher your turnover, and the more staff you carry, the higher those numbers go. The mistake most plumbers make is buying the cheapest policy without reading what it excludes. Not all public liability policies cover the same scope of plumbing work. Some exclude certain types of drainage work, hot water system installations, or gas fitting. If your policy has an exclusion that matches the job where a claim arises, you are uninsured at exactly the moment you needed cover. Read the product disclosure statement or use a broker who will read it for you. Comparing insurance in Australia has become easier. Online comparison tools let you get multiple quotes in minutes. For trade businesses, using a broker who specializes in trades insurance often gets you better terms than going direct. They know which insurers price plumbers competitively and which ones load the premium heavily for your risk category. Use the free business insurance finder at Reliable Business Tools to identify the cover types that suit your plumbing business and compare options. No obligation, no cold calls, just a clear starting point.